Okay. So yesterday we started this demo class and just I have given a brief idea what is React.js. Okay. So once again I will repeat those concepts and after that we will discuss about the features of React.js. Now React.js. Okay, React.js is a website development technology. So we are using this React.js to implement the client-side logics. Okay. Now React.js is a client side script to implement logics in web applications. Yes. So to develop the websites, to implement the logics in web applications, we are using this React.js. So React.js is nothing but a client-side script. Okay. Yes. So actually, in website development, we are using two types of scriptings. One is client-side script. Another one is server-side script. So in website development, we are using two types of scripting. The first one is client-side script and second one is server-side script. So client-side script executes in browser and server-side script executes in web server. Okay, so simple diagram I will show you. For example, assume that this is Facebook server. In this Facebook server, we have many pages, okay, web pages. And this is your computer. So you open browser like Internet Explorer, I mean Edge or Chrome, like that, and you entered URL facebook.com. Means through internet connection, you are trying to connect with the Facebook website. Yes, through the internet connection, you are trying to connect with the Facebook website. Then that web page is downloading into the browser. Now you will become as client of this Facebook. Okay, you will become as the client of this Facebook. So in this web page, home page, Facebook developers implemented both client-side script as well as server-side script. Okay, to develop the client-side scripts, we are using JavaScript or next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, etc. Okay, so here they implemented the client-side script by using React. Okay, and server-side script by using something like so Java servlets or PHP like that. Okay. Now what happens at the time of downloading this website? So original client-side script is downloading into the client system. So that client-side code is downloading into the browser. And in browser it executes. So at the time of loading that web page, that original code is downloading into browser. In browser, it executes. But server-side script is not like that. Server-side script executes in this web server only. Okay, where it executes here in this web server. Only the result is downloading into the client system. Okay, so like that, according to the execution locations. Okay, these website scripting languages, development languages are two types. First one is the client-side script and second one is the server side script. Is it clear? Yes. So client side script executes where? In browser and server side script executes in web server. That is the main concept of this. Is it clear? Yes. Now, I told you, so React.js is a client side script to implement logics in web applications. So it is library of JavaScript. Yes. So what is that? It is the library of JavaScript. So that is JavaScript library. Okay. Means it is providing many more additional features to easily work with the JavaScript. That is the meaning of this. Okay. It is providing many more features to work with the JavaScript. Okay. Fine. Next. So why we are using client-side scripts in website development? Client-side scripts, if we can use, okay, first one, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Yes. The first point to use the client-side scripts is first point is to apply the dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. By default, all HTML controls are static controls. By default, all HTML controls are static controls. You want to convert those controls as dynamic controls, then we are using this client-side scripts. So static dynamic means what is that? Properties we can change at runtime. So that is dynamic. Static means properties we cannot change at runtime. So simple example, yesterday we discussed on concept here. Same I'm repeating now. So here I'm creating a simple HTML file. Okay. So just demo2.html I have given. So in my browser, okay, I have images controls like, so this is pineapple.jpg and orange.jpg like that. So here I'm displaying one image, img source is equal to orange.jpg and width is equal to 100 pixels I have given. So here I'm displaying one image. What is that? Orange.jpg and I've given the width for the width 100 pixels. Means at the time of designing this HTML page, at the time of designing this HTML page, what this page? Demo2.html. So at the time of designing this page, two properties I have given. One is src property, another one is width property. Like that I've given these two properties. Now if I open this page in browser, yes. So this is the page demo2.html. So we are going to open in browser. Right click on this. Open with browser. Now here it displays that image orange.jpg. So that image it displays. Now it is runtime. It is already loaded in browser. Now my requirement is after loaded in browser, I want to change the properties of this control like source I want to change or width I want to change. By default, it is not possible. By default, it is not possible to change the properties of this control. So in this point of, we are taking the support of these scripts. Client-side script we are using here. Okay, we are taking the support of client-side script. So now here, just I'm using one statement. So that is, I'm writing in JavaScript. Later, we will use, okay, yes, react.js, the same statement. So I'm changing the source property when I click on the control with the support of JavaScript. You can use JavaScript or React, anything here. Okay. Right now I'm showing with JavaScript because React is, we will discuss later after how to install the React packages. Then I will explain to you. Now here, if I click on this, now it is changed to all.jpg. That image is changed. So means we are able to change the source property. Okay, like that any property you can change. For example, you want to increase the width. So width is equal to, so something like 300 pixels are given. If I click on this, so just 1 second. So JavaScript column source I have given all.jpg and width. Okay. So don't try to understand this program. Just see the result of this. Now width is also increased. So by default, we have 100 pixels, right? When I click on these two properties, I'm changing. One is source property, another one is width property. Like that, these two properties I'm changing. Is it clear? So this is the concept of this. Got it? Yes. Like that, we can change the properties of HTML controls at runtime. Yes, that's the first point. Okay. Next, second point. Validate input controls. So HTML controls, registration page, login page, like that. These HTML controls, validations you want to perform. You want to perform the validations on these controls. Then also you're taking the support on these client side scripts. Third one, we execute logics. A client-side scripting logics execute where? In browser. Server-side script logics execute in web server. So what are the logics we are implementing with the client-side script? Those logics are very faster because those logics execute in the client system. Who is accessing your website? That person we are calling as client. In his system only, those logics execute. That's why the performance is very, very fast. So that's why most of the logics we're implementing with the client-side technologies. Okay. Next one, to work with Ajax. I will discuss later what is Ajax and how to work with this Ajax. These concepts I will discuss later. So anyhow, to work with Ajax, to call the API services in this point of view, we are taking the support of this client-side scripting languages. Like that, these are the main areas we are using this client-side technologies in the website development. Now, server-side script where we are using, okay, to connect with the database of website, because website database is not available in the client system. Website database is available in the server machine. So to connect with the database of website, so we're taking the support of server-side scripting languages, and to create the sessions as well as tokens. In that point of view, also we're taking the support of the server-side technologies. Like that, we have these two types of scriptings. The first one is client-side script, and second one is server-side script. Anyhow, as a UI developer, we should have idea on this client-side technologies. This clear? As UI developer, we should know this client-side technologies. That's the main thing. Okay, so what is REACTJS? REACTJS is a client-side scripting language. Okay, it is the library of JavaScript. So in earlier days, programmers used to work with JavaScript to create the client-side functionalities, but later JavaScript related many technologies are introduced like React, Angular, Vue.js, etc. So these are all the libraries and frameworks of JavaScript. So here React.js is nothing but the library of JavaScript. Means it is providing more features to easily work with the JavaScript. That is the concept of this. Okay. Now we will discuss what are the features we have in this React.js. What are the features it is supporting for us? Okay, that concept we need to discuss now. Okay, yes. Before that, so already I told you. So Jordan Walkie, who implemented this React.js? Jordan Walkie. In the year 2011, so the basic version is introduced in 2011, and advanced version released in 2013. Means Facebook Corporation. Okay. So in Facebook Corporation, Jordan Walkie and along with the team members, they implemented this React.js. The main purpose to implement React.js is to work with the chart concept of Facebook. Okay. In Facebook, they wanted to add some concepts in charting point of view. So for that, they implemented this React.js in the year 2011. Okay. After some years, like around in 2013, they released this technology as open source free technology. So other programmers also started working on this React.js. They use it in their applications. That's why many websites like Instagram, Apple, etc., all these websites contains this React.js now. Okay. Yes. Now, thing is, this React.js is maintaining by Facebook Corporation. So it belongs to Facebook. Now, what are the features we have in this React.js compared with the other technologies? Means JavaScript and Angular. What are the features we have? Those features we are going to discuss now. Okay. Yes. So anyhow, this is the basic history of React.js. React.js is a client-side script, belongs to Facebook, and Jordan Walkie is the main person in the development. This React.js we are using in websites to work with the client-side functionalities. So client-side functionalities, why we are using to apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML control. Next one, to validate the input controls, and to execute logics in browser, and mainly Ajax. I will explain you how to work with this Ajax and all. Okay. Yes, that is the concept of this. Okay. Next one. Yeah. Features of REACTJS. Yeah. So what are the features we have? Okay. What are the features we have in this REACTJS? So that concept we are going to discuss now. Yes. So if you observe this first point, supports data binding. Yes. React supports data binding concept. So it is not there in JavaScript. Okay. So I'm not starting any programming now. Just brief information about every feature I will give you. Okay. What is data binding? So just brief idea I will give you. For example, here, if you take websites, okay, just we are creating variables, right? Yes. 1 second. Yeah. Now here, just we are creating the variables. For example, one variable I created, serial number is 100 I have given. So variables we are using to store the values. Okay, variables we are using for what purpose? To store the values. Now I created one variable with the name, serial number and values 100 I have given. Now this variable value I want to display on one HTML control. It may be text box or any other control. Then we are implementing some code. So in this code, we are reading the variable value and displaying on the HTML control. It may be text box or any other control. Now the point is, in case if the variable value is updated from 100 to 200 something else, then without executing, re-executing this code, will it affect or not? No. Again, you need to re-execute this code, then only you will get the updated value here, like 200 line. Means every time whenever we are modifying the data means variable, so we need to execute some script to get the updates of that data. So not only single variable, project means number of variables we are creating. So to perform the calculations at the time of calculations development, so to store the values, we are creating many variables. Every variable, okay, you want to observe the updates and display those updates on the HTML controls. It takes much time. Is it clear? It takes much time. That's why, so in this React.js, not only React.js, in Angular also, they provided data binding concept. So what is data binding? So nothing is there. We can bind data. Data is nothing but variable with the HTML control. Means we are creating a link between the variable and the HTML control. Is it clear? We are creating a link between the variable and HTML control. What the purpose of this link? So what are the modifications we are performing here? Automatically those modifications will affect on the HTML controls. Okay, means you need not execute any extra logic to get the modifications of the variable to display on the HTML controls. So that is the main concept of this. Is it clear? Yes. This is about data binding. So how to bind a variable with control? Okay, how many types of data bindings we have? Everything we'll discuss later. So it reduces a lot of work. Okay, so that is a big advantage. That is the first point. So JavaScript is not supporting data binding concept. Okay, but this React as well as Angular, this technology supports data binding. Next one supports single page application. We are also calling it as routing. Yes, it supports what? A single page application. So we can also call it as a routing concept. So what is this routing? What is single page application? That we will discuss. Okay. Yes. See, single page means many people are thinking entire website we are implementing in a single page. Don't feel like that. We are creating n number of pages. Okay. So, but what is this concept? Yeah, for that, I'm creating a small diagram. So the single page application around we are spending 1 week. Okay. Many concepts we will discuss based on this. Okay. Now here we have the pages like this. So this is home page. And next one, this is about us page. And this is contact us page. Like that we have these 3 pages. Now, for example, some X is sending a request to the server. Then home page is downloading here. Okay, in this home page, we are creating the links for about us as well as contact us pages. Yes. Now, if user click on this about, then one more request is going to the server. The response is coming back to the browser. If user click on the contact, one more request is going to the server. The response is coming to the browser. Means every time one request is going to the server. So it increases burden on the network traffic because not only a single person, so many persons accessing the website. Okay. Yes. So thousands or lakhs of people are accessing the website. That time, okay, many request and responses are processing. It increases the network traffic and decreases the speed. That's why one concept they introduce in these high-end technologies like that is routing concept. We can also call it as single page application. What the purpose of this? Yes, according to this concept, all these pages we are holding as one object. That object is nothing but so routing object. Yes. Now, if user is sending the first request, so in this entire object is loading in the browser. In this object, we have all these pages. Means all these pages are storing in the browser memory location and displays the home page here. If user click on the about, then no need to go to the server. Directly can access from here. If user click on the contact, directly can access from here. That is the concept of this. Means without sending a request to the server again and again. So very beginning only we are getting the pages into browser. So now in this browser, first home page it displays, after that about us in the same page. Means browser is not reloading to display the about us. Like that browser, we need not reload to display the contact us. Means every time, when we are displaying the new page, so that time no need to reload the browser. Single browser only we are using, which is open for the home page. Same browser we are using here. In the browser, home page content will override and display the about us content. And later, if you click on the content, about us content will override and display the contact us content. So that is the scenario which is happening here. So that's why we are calling it a single page, means single browser. Only one browser without reloading. So we are getting the data. If it is normal procedure, okay, means without this concept, if you get the pages every time we are sending the request, right? So that time the browser is reloading again and again. That is the main thing. That time what is happening? The browser reloads again and again. But in this scenario, the browser is not reloading. Okay. Yes. It reduces the traffic, network traffic, and increase the performance of application. So at the time of discussion, the single page application, we will cover how to work with the authentication, authorization, okay, and role-based routing, how to restrict the pages with anonymous users. Like that, many concepts will be covered. Okay, lazy loading, like that we have different types of concepts. So that's why, so we are spending around 1 week days with this concept. Okay, yes. So even Angular also supports this concept. Okay, next one here supports many validators. Yeah, different types of pre-defined validators are available. No need to write the logics to validate the controls because many pre-defined validators are available here. In JavaScript, we're writing the validations for each and every control, like test box, username test box, password detail, password matching. Okay, like that. So these validations are ready-made available here. Okay. Next one supports JSX format. Yes, the JSX is not available in Angular also. Okay. So only React supports the JSX concept. Okay. Not JavaScript and Angular. What is the JSX overview? Okay, I will give you overview. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. Means according to this concept, we can combine JavaScript and HTML code. Okay, we can combine JavaScript and HTML. Generally, what happens if I write HTML within the JavaScript, it gives the error message. So that's why till now, programmers written the JavaScript in separate file and HTML in separate file. And after execution of JavaScript logics, they used to call the HTML context to display the result. That is somewhat big work. Because of the JSX, it reduced. How we can combine these two? Okay, within the JavaScript, we can write the HTML. Means once the JavaScript logic executed, that result we want to display in heading tag or in table. So in that rows and column wise, immediately you can place the table in that location where the JavaScript code you have written in the same location. You can place the table. That is the main point of this. Yes, like that, we can combine these two. So that is the big advantage of this. Is it clear? Yes. So I will show you how to work with this JSX format and all. Okay. Anyhow, it support that JSX format. Okay. Yes. Next. Supports virtual DOM. Yeah. So this concept is also not there in Angular, okay, and JavaScript. React.js support this virtual DOM concept. So what is virtual DOM? I will discuss later at the time of components creation. So I will discuss what is DOM and what is virtual DOM. So because of this virtual DOM, so the performance of React application is faster than Angular. Is it clear? How it increases the performance and how it is working on this virtual DOM, I will show you later because for that some topics has to be covered. Then only can get the clarity. But this is very important feature for us in this React.js, which is not available in any other technology. It supports the virtual DOM concept. Okay, so later we'll discuss what is virtual DOM, what is real DOM. Okay, what is DOM actually? So everything we'll discuss later. Next one here supports many services. Yeah, services we are using in functional point of view. For example, you want to work with Ajax. In JavaScript, we need to write number of lines coding. But here in this React.js, so one service is available for that. So it simplifies the code a lot. So not only in the Ajax point of view, in different concepts, we have many services. These services are very helpful for us. Okay. So like that, it supports different types of services here. Okay. Yes. What are the services we have? I will discuss later. Next one, React Native. We can use to implement mobile applications. Yes. Yeah. So I told you React.js we are using to develop the web applications. But not only web applications, we can also develop the mobile application with the help of native. So in web applications for designing, we are using HTML controls. And to implement the logics, we are using React, clients and logics. So mobile application to design the mobile screens, we are using native. And to implement the logics, we are using React. Is it clear? To implement the logics, we are using React. So in both web applications as well as mobile applications, we are using React in coding point of view. But in designing point of view, if you take web applications, we are using HTML. And if you take mobile applications, we are using native. And the second point is, what are the apps we are developing with these React.js mobile apps? Those apps are cross-platform. Cross-platform means supports any type of mobile device. For example, if you create any Android app, that Android app supports only Android mobiles. It cannot run under other mobiles like Microsoft mobiles and iPhones. Like that, if you develop any app for iPhone, it is not supporting other mobiles. But React Native and PhoneGap, these technologies, if you take hybrid technologies, if you develop any app with these technologies, it supports any type of device. That is the concept of this. Okay. Yeah. So React Native we are using for what? To implement the mobile applications. Next one. So we don't discuss React Native concept here. Okay, we will discuss website development, not the mobile apps development. Okay. Yes. Next. React supports Redux. Yeah, Redux is very important. Redux we are using to work with the state management concept. So this React supports the Redux concept here. Okay. So what is the purpose of this Redux? Why we are using? Yes, to transfer the data of one page to another page. Transfer the data of one page to another page. We are using this concept, Redux concept. Okay. Yes. Redux is very, very, very important for us. I will explain you how to work with this Redux and what are the benefits we have. So generally, I think you heard about cookies, sessions, okay, that concept. So what is this concept? Why we are using cookie sessions? Actually, we are calling it as state management concept. So why we are in the state management concept to transfer the data of one page to another page. Okay. So for example, if we take shopping cart applications, we have product space and bill page. In product space, user will select some products. Okay. When he is going to the bill page, what are the products he selected in product space? We need to transfer those products into bill page. In that point of, we're taking the support of state management objects like cookie sessions, etc. Like that, in many pages, okay, some values we are transferring to other pages. So that time we are taking the support of these cookies and sessions. But React Redux, if you take here, the benefit is so without writing huge code, we can simply transfer the data from one page to another page. So that is the benefit of Redux. So how to work with the Redux, everything we'll discuss later. Next one here, easy coding. The main advantage is very, very simple and easy coding. Now, compare with the JavaScript, React.js is very simple. And second point, in learning point of view, if you take JavaScript and React, sorry, if you take Angular and React, so in learning point of view, React is very, very simple than Angular because Angular provides many functionalities. So it takes much time to learn all these functionalities. But React is very, very simple one. So that is the main advantage of this. Okay. And next point, to work with the React.js, we should have idea on JavaScript. To work with the Angular, we should have idea on this TypeScript. Okay. Yes. So that's why already if you know JavaScript, you can easily migrate to React.js. But you want to work with this Angular, you should learn the TypeScript separately. Okay. In companies from past few years, many programmers, okay, worked with the JavaScript. Okay. They are shifted to React. Okay. So from past few years, many programmers who are working with JavaScript, they shifted to React.js. That's when companies, many React.js teams we have. And if the company is looking for any new resource to add with the team, definitely they will choose on React.js. So that's why we have more openings on this React.js compared with the Angular because already so many developers are existed in the companies who already have idea on JavaScript. They simply migrated to this React.js. So that's why to take the new resource, they are using this React technology. So due to that reason, we have many openings with this React compared with the Angular. That is the main point. So that is the main point of it. Okay. So like that, these are the main. So these are the main points which we have in this basic thing. So we will discuss the programming concepts one by one. What is the data binding? What is the single page application? And a few more concepts not discussed yet because the basic points I told you in our running flow, we'll discuss the many other concepts. Okay, so that is the main
Sir,
thing.
what
Now,
is Node.js and NPM, sir?
Node.js is nothing but a server-side scripting language. Okay, a server-side scripting language. So React.js is the client side, right? Okay, like that Node is
Okay.
server-side. It is implemented based on JavaScript. And NPM means Node Package Manager. We will discuss that NPM here because React packages, okay, we are downloading with the support of NPM. Okay, node repository is there. Not only node repository and repository is also there. From this repositories, we are downloading the required packages. Okay, so in that point of we are taking the support of NPM program, node package managed. So I will discuss with you how to work with this NPM and all. Okay, so without NPM, we can't download the React project. Okay, that is the main thing. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So here, JavaScript, first we are discussing the JavaScript concepts. So once we complete the JavaScript, then only I will start the React.js. Already I told the same point yesterday. So JavaScript, we are spending around 20 days. Okay. After that, 45 days to 50 days, we are spending with React.js. Total time duration is 70 days. Okay. And every day recordings I will upload in Google Drive. So right now demo link is going on. Okay. After 3 4 days, okay, they will change that link. From then, you will get the drive access. Okay. And you can download the everyday class notes and recording, everything from the drive. Okay, and the demo classes we are spending around 45 minutes. Okay, and after that 1 hour session, so that is 7 to 8 is our regular timing. So right now we are closing it by 7:45, like that demo classes. After that 1 hour session we are spending. Okay, so anyhow today we discussed what are the features we have in this React JS. Now we need to discuss JavaScript concepts. We need to start the JavaScript concepts. Before JavaScript, okay, I will give you some basic information, introduction about HTML. So that is 1 day session only, 1 day or 1.5 day, not more than that. Because you should know about the HTML concepts. Okay, so then only can easily understand. So that one. That's why I will discuss the HTML concepts first. After that, I will start the JavaScript. JavaScript, I told you we are spending around 20 days. After that, we are working with that React.js. Okay. And this is project oriented batch, but we don't cover the real time project because concepts we are covering here. The concepts we want to learn the project. So that is separate batch available around 3 months duration, separate price. Okay, but you want to learn the project compulsory, you should know about the concepts. Then only you are eligible to learn the project. Okay, without idea on the concept, you cannot learn the project. Okay, so that is the main thing which we have here. Okay, yes. So these are the points what I wanted to share in the demo classes. Tomorrow onwards, we will start the concepts here. Okay, I think 3 more demo classes they will provide to you. Okay, after that the link will change. Okay, fine. So any more questions before switching out the session? Okay. Then tomorrow I will give you the introduction HTML. HTML introduction I will give you. So very important for us because if you take any React project, for example here, just let me open any one of this project here. Okay. Yes. So now this is the basic app. So from beginning onwards, we are working with the HTML controls. Okay. Like this here, this is CSS file I opened. 1 second. So I have JS file I'm going to open. So here we have div header, img paragraph, like that. So we should know all these things. Okay, then only you can understand easily. That's why one day or one and a half day I will give you the HTML concepts explanation. After that, I will start the JavaScript. Okay. Yes. So hope you got some idea. Okay, about this React.js. In next class, we'll discuss the planning concepts. Okay. So no more doubts, I think, right? Yes, fine. Then see you in tomorrow class. You can drop now. Thank you.